From the Soaking Newsroom, here's your weekly local news recap. I'm Stephen Vier. Highline Public Schools has posted a statement about the recent creepy clowns phenomenon that seems to have developed a life of its own recently, especially online. According to district spokesperson Catherine Carbone-Rogers, both Evergreen and Cascade Middle Schools were put into modified lockdown on October 4th after a Cascade student reported a scary clown posting online. If you're not familiar with this peculiar fad, it involves alleged sightings of scary-looking clowns that sometimes resemble evil characters in horror movies. These potentially malevolent, though often harmless clowns are often sighted at night, sometimes near wooded areas, and they sometimes appear to be trying to lure children. Some local sightings have been claimed recently, with a few even near school campuses. Broadcaster KIRO is reporting that 3 people say they have seen clowns in wooded areas of Pierce County, as well as in areas north of Seattle. In Pierce County, Rogers High School was put into lockdown after 2 suspects wearing clown masks and possibly armed with a knife were spotted near the school. Police later found 2 discarded clown masks in the area. Here is a portion of Highline School District's statement on internet clown posts. We are aware of a social media phenomenon going around the country featuring threatening-sounding messages that appear to be posted by clowns. Local police have informed us that this is likely a marketing tactic designed to promote a scary clown movie that is coming out soon, with copycats engaging in the drama. While these posts have proven not to be credible threats, we are taking appropriate precautions. There have been no incidents of violence associated with these posts across the country. We are making you aware not to raise alarm, but to reassure you that we know about the situation and are monitoring it. The safety of our students and staff is our priority. More at waterlandlog.com. On September 27th, the state fire marshal's office seized an illegal shipment of fireworks in Des Moines that included so-called artillery shells, cakes, fountains, and aerials with an estimated wholesale value of over $9,000. An employee at a moving and storage facility notified the South King Fire and Rescue Fire Marshal that a container at the facility likely contained illegal fireworks. Federal, state, and local agencies were notified, and they convened at the storage facility to investigate. There they discovered 131 boxes, over 2 tons of illegal consumer-grade fireworks. The containers were in the process of being shipped from Olympia to Honolulu, Hawaii, where these types of fireworks are illegal and require a fireworks import license. Authorities note that all shipments of hazardous materials, including fireworks, require a legal bill of lading along with proper warning placards on the shipping container. This shipment had neither. State Fire Marshal Charles Duffy said, "At this time, the investigation is still ongoing, and charges in connection with this investigation are still pending." More at waterlandblog.com. The Burien City Council was told on October 3rd that it had received a federal grant to pay for part of the salaries of up to 3 additional police officers. The city's proposed budget includes 2 new police personnel, a sergeant and a detective, and the Burien Police Department just received a U.S. Department of Justice grant of $375,000 that would pay what amounts to be about 1/3 of each officer's annual salary. Police Chief Scott Kimmerer said the department applied for the grant last year and was just notified of its approval. It will be up to the City Council to authorize the additional positions. In other business, the council heard that a new nonprofit organization called the Quiet Skies Coalition has been formed to fight additional airplane noise from SeaTac Airport. 2 members of the new nonprofit citizens group told the council about its efforts to fight increased airliner noise over Burien as instigated by changes in flight patterns ordered by the Federal Aviation Administration. John Parnas said the Quiet Skies Coalition is seeking legal options, raising funds necessary to support the community effort, launching an advocacy website, and participating in a host of other activities. Parnas told the council, "We need to know why this added plane noise is happening, and we need to know when it is going to stop." Burien resident Larry Kripe, a retired Alaska Airlines pilot, has been elected to head the organization. Last but not least, at the request of Highline Public Schools, the Burien City Council is contemplating an ordinance that would implement new school impact fees as a way to ensure that all new residential development bears its proportionate share of the capital costs of school facilities. The fees would be collected as part of the building permit process. The proposed fee would be $7,528 for a single-family home and $6,691 for each unit of a multifamily building. City Community Development Director Chip Davis said the fee would only apply to new residential development and will not be applied to existing homes. The idea of the fee is that growth should pay for growth. Details at btownblog.com. A new bicycle playground opened October 1st at White Center's Dick Thurnow Memorial Park through a partnership between King County Parks and the Cascade Bicycle Club. Organizers say that bike riders of all ages now have a safe place to hone their skills. Formerly the site of tennis courts, the new playground is unique in that it features a small-scale, closed-course streetscape, complete with realistic lane markings and signage. As the first of its kind in Washington state, it teaches cyclists of all ages the rules about bicycle, pedestrian, and traffic safety in a safe, comfortable setting. In the coming year, the Cascade Bicycle Club will use the new playground to offer bicycle camps, field trips, community riding events, and more. Also available are bikes and helmets for use in future Cascade and school partner programs. Photos at whitecenterblog.com.
Hey everyone, well, we started the weekend off pretty stormy. We had a wind gust at tree point of about 41 miles an hour, and we can expect some storminess to continue. We do see some rainfall continuing through the weekend. Once we get into the beginning of next week, we do see some clearing and some temperatures going up a little bit, but by the end of next week, we are looking at the possibility of some much stormier conditions. We'll have to watch very closely for possible wind events as well as heavy rain events. So stay tuned and stay updated with Puget Sound Weather Geek on the Facebook page and blog. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris Gregg, your Puget Sound Weather Geek.
Time now for The Mayne Problem, commentary from senior writer Jack Mayne.
It is time to stop requiring the students of Highline School District to attend schools that are downright dangerous, while some of the vocal opponents throw objections that are totally wrong. The full-throated objectors seem bent on using out-of-date or just plain wrong arguments to mask some anger at imagined or even real slights of the past. What they seem to forget is that the kids are the issue, not those few property owners second-guessing the Highline School Board and administration. Those who say Superintendent Susan Enfield makes too much or does too little, even if they're right, are fighting the battle at the wrong time. The bond issue will provide no money, as in none, for school operations or staff. The money can only be used to build, repair, and outfit school buildings. That's the law, folks, despite the hyperbole from those who say the district uses its money incorrectly. That could be an argument, but at a different time and under different circumstances. It can be fought after the students of this district do not have to freeze in winter, swelter in summer, and are forced to drink from fountains that could provide tainted water. Argue after there are enough quality classrooms for the student growth coming. Highline High School is a dangerous place to attend school, and if this latest bond issue fails, it means those voting no simply do not care about the young people who must attend there. The contentious argument against upgrading and adding to the district's buildings comes from people who simply do not give a damn about the health and safety of students. We care because whatever you think about the administration, the problems remain. Only the voters, not the paid help, can fix the problems with their vote in favor of the bond issue. For this reason, the blogs and South King media strongly support the voter approval of the bond issue. Only you can provide a learning environment for the future leaders of South King County and beyond. Vote yes.
In the final take, we couldn't help but notice that school kids and others in our region are being frightened by pranksters dressed up as malevolent clown characters right out of horror movies. Certainly this has to stop. The only clowns that should be permitted to be out in public between now and November 8th are those running for the presidency. And on that note, I'm really scared. Stephen Vierre, So King, Internet Radio News.
So King News was created based on a generous grant from JLab's Encore Media Entrepreneurs Program, supported with funding from the Ethics and Excellence in Journalism Foundation and the Nicholas B. Ottaway Foundation.